limitless, adjective, without end, limit, or boundary. As I reflect back on my personal journey of becoming who I am today as an avid educator, I can't help but remember the cycle I thought that I was supposed to repeat. I was supposed to be a product of my environment, or so they say. You see, I grew up in poverty. My native language is Spanish. There was a string of alcoholism and drug addiction that ran rampant through generation after generation in my family tree. My parents, they weren't stable enough to raise a child. Therefore, I was raised by my grandmother, who had no education and who could speak no English, and a grandfather who merely had a high school diploma. But they both had an impeccable work ethic. As I wrote this speech, and I thought about the struggles that I faced as a child and a young adult, I thought to myself, how in the world am I here today? I made a choice. There isn't a day that went by that I didn't feel the self-doubt brought on by my world. However, when I went to school every single day, I made a commitment to soak in every bit of whatever it was that my teachers wanted me to learn. I made the choice to live without boundaries when I was within the four walls of my classroom. That is where I could ask the millions of questions. I could write all of the stories that I could imagine. I could develop my obsession with organization. By the way, the organization is real, y'all. Oh, and the books. They were my escape from the world that I lived in at home. That library was my heaven. And if Avid had been in my life then, I would have been that Avid teacher's dream come true. Then one day, I made the choice to become a teacher. I had worked in the private sector for several years, but decided I needed a challenge. Boy, did I get one. In all seriousness, though, I really chose to become a teacher because I love kids, and I wanted to serve students who were facing the struggles that I once faced. The struggles of living with grandparents or in a broken home, not always having the best resources, or not having someone to help with homework. I wanted to serve and advocate for students who deserved a chance, a choice, not a label. I was fortunate enough to join a campus that was an Avid campus. And as a first-year teacher, they sent me to my very first Avid Summer Institute, and I was in heaven. And it was from that point that Avid has fueled my passion for teaching. And for the last 5 years, I have served as an Avid elementary teacher, where I facilitate in the development of academic habits that our students need to reach for success in their future. Elementary students in Avid, really? Yes, really. And our Avid game is strong. We are setting the foundation for our students to know and to understand the limitless possibilities that they are surrounded by when we help them develop different levels of inquiry. We pave the way in their organizational skills, and we teach them the life lessons and skills through collaboration. Every single day I walk into my classroom, I see my students searching for someone to quench their thirst for knowledge, to be their biggest fan, to give them a choice, an opportunity to question the world that they are learning and they are living in. I also see my students closing the academic and opportunity gaps before those gaps even begin. Our campus and our classrooms, they embody the AVID culture. I not only serve our students, but I serve my campus. And it is such a privilege to work and fuel the passion of others so that we can develop the ability to build a relationship, a level of understanding of where it is our students are coming from and where it is our students are going. Our classrooms are their escape. This is where they are provided the limitless possibilities and opportunities. A place where they can create, inquire, fail, make mistakes, stand back up, and learn from them. My students deserve to know and to see that success is possible. It is merely their choice. AVID has provided that space for me, for my campus, but most importantly, for my students. Every single day, we make an AVID choice. Advancement via individual determination. Their choices are limitless. Thank you.